Now, the U.S. war on Iran has reached the Indian Ocean, with Washington confirming earlier this week that it had torpedoed an Iranian vessel off the coast of Sri Lanka. Now, WION spoke to Sajid Premadasa, leader of the opposition in Sri Lanka and a member of parliament for the Colombo district. Now, listen to what his take was on the American strikes and what it means for the Indian Ocean region.
This particular incident took place apparently beyond our territorial waters in our exclusive economic zone. This is a zone which is not a zone of conflict, it's a zone of peace, as declared on successive occasions. So Indian Ocean is a zone of peace, and we regret this incident taking place. But what we want to propose is the Middle Eastern war has now come into the Indian Ocean, and it's virtually at our doorstep. This is a threat to international peace and security. War creates uncertainty, instability, and devastation to all of humankind. And it is of utmost importance that we promote peace, ensure the pacific settlement of disputes, resolve disputes through peaceful negotiations, not through conflict. Humanitarianism is of utmost importance in our policy implementation, in our foreign policy. And we will adhere to the international standards that have quite clearly prescribed as to how a nation state should act in times of war, in times of conflict in the high seas, in terms of conflict in the exclusive economic zones, and so on and so forth. What is of paramount importance is to maintain the Indian Ocean area, this particular zone, as a zone of peace, not as a zone of conflict, because we want to contribute to international peace and stability. We don't want conflict. We don't want war. We don't want instability. We are very, very precise on our stance. From what I have heard from a variety of sources and third parties, also from the government, is the fact that this attack took place beyond our territorial waters, which amount to 12 nautical miles within the exclusive economic zone. But we believe that when we examine this issue, it is very important that we adhere to the international norms, customs, conventions, rules, regulations, and agreements. And it is very important to ensure that this conflict-free zone remains free of conflict. It cannot be a conflict zone that is against our thinking and that is against the various proclamations and declarations that has taken place decades ago. So we have to maintain peace and stability. When we are faced with these types of issues, it is always good to adhere to the various international agreements, the United Nations conventions on the law of the sea, the Hague Convention, which establishes our neutrality, successive Geneva Conventions, conventions regarding torture, the Refugee Convention, and also even laws with regard to armed conflict, and also the 94 San Remo Manual on Conflict at Sea and international humanitarian law. So there is ample room for legal prescriptions that Sri Lanka can follow. And we must follow these norms. We must follow these prescriptions. That's the way to go. And as a country, we will not be pressurized into taking a particular course of action. By adhering to neutrality, the Hague agreements and conventions and its prescriptions should be followed. So there is ample amount of international legal agreements, conventions, customs that are available to follow the correct course, the correct path. And we will follow the path of peace. We will follow the path that de-emphasizes conflict and emphasizes peace, stability, and achieving those goals through negotiations and talk. All I can say in generality is that we should follow internationally accepted norms, customs, conventions, agreements as to how we should conduct as a nation state. And all such conduct must give priority to protecting lives, must give priority to protecting human beings, must ensure that humanitarianism gets priority over warmongerism. That's the way to go. We need peace, and we need to embark on pacific settlement of disputes.